I wanted to ask you, so you've been a litigator for quite a while now, haven't you?
I have been doing it for, probably at least 15 years now.
Okay.
And my background really means that I like to resolve disputes. I don't particularly like taking cases to court. Often there's not a need to. You can actually reach a resolution without going through that, as long as you remember 5 key things. Those key things are communication, understanding, strategy, implementation, to reach the final one, which is that resolution. I do think the key thing is that people communicate early. A breach has happened, sometimes knowingly, sometimes unwittingly, but ultimately if you communicate with the other person who's caused that breach, then you can really understand as to why they've why they've breached that contract.
I think the biggest thing for me, because obviously I deal with matters that are non-contentious at the moment. I deal with kind of going into businesses and advise them on contract infrastructure. I know the importance of actually learning from those mistakes and making sure that you make the necessary changes. So you go through the dispute, you recognise what you have done wrong and maybe you could do better. So if, for example, you don't understand the contract you're entering, then that's going to be a big problem. Maybe
it will be, but the non-understanding and not reading a contract properly is not a defence to why you've breached it.
Exactly.
And that is what a lot of people don't understand. They sign their terms of business for anything, any walk of life. You've signed something, you don't actually read them. But that is what somebody would rely upon to force you to make a payment or force you to do what you said you were going to do. And we all should take responsibility for reading what we're signing up to and have an understanding of what that could mean. If a party doesn't do what they're supposed to do, you can then use those to move forward, and potentially the court will then have to become involved. But that, in my opinion, should be the last straw. There's lots of other things that can happen. The majority of my cases never ever get near a courtroom or a tribunal room or anything like that, because actually most of them can be sorted out with the willingness of both parties.